Hello tribe. Today's reading, as you can tell, we are looking at why you're feeling this way. And sometimes there are certain things that we know of, certain things that are in our subconscious, and I want to dive there. I want to see what may be influencing you to feel a certain way and what you can do about it. So we're going to be choosing from, let me see, I think I'm going to use decks today as your options. For pile number 1, we have Textured Tarot. For pile number 2, we're going to have Tarot of the Angels. And I want you to see which one. Oh, 1 second, there are cards left over. Here we go. I want to see which one feels familiar to you, or it feels like your heart is pulling you towards that deck. And pile number 3, we have the Healing Light Tarot. It's a bit slippery, so let me, position it. Here you go. Textured Tarot pile 1, Tarot of the Angels pile 2, and Healing Light Tarot pile number 3. I will see in timestamps. Hey, pile number 1, let's check in quickly. Let's see, why are you feeling this way? I'm gonna start with how are you feeling, and if it won't make sense to you, this is definitely not your pile. I want this reading to be quite specific. So by checking in how you're actually feeling, we'll be able to filter out the messages. How are you feeling? Overworked? Tired? This is particularly for my people who are feeling tired because of their love life, or because of a particular situationship or relationship, romantic, platonic, business, doesn't matter. You're being shown as someone who has been hurt, someone who is tired. You keep pushing, you keep trying to make something happen, but you maybe end up feeling more and more frustrated or more and more depleted. If that's your feeling, let's check in. Why are you feeling this way? We have Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. What is the best advice for you in this situation? We have the Lovers. We have Queen of Wands. And we have the Emperor. What to watch out for, what to avoid doing in this situation to help yourself out. We have the Six of Pentacles. What to avoid doing, we have Justice, Two Scales, and we have Knight of Cups. I don't know why, but I want to straight away, just for a couple of you, not for all of you, say grass is not always greener on the other side. There may be something that you are imagining that would be better somewhere else, but you do have an important lesson right now that you may want to overlook, or you may want to run away from situation and not learn the lesson itself. Remember, that lesson may come in and may show up again, but in different circumstances with different people. So make sure that you are not bypassing it. You are not just dumping it and you're like, okay, I'm done with this, without looking deeper. Why are you feeling this way? For a lot of you, your inner child is drowning. You may feel that you're not able to have fun, or you're not able to play, you're not able to be yourself. I'm diving into specifics here. And again, if it's not yours, it's not yours. Some of you, you're feeling this way because you know that you need to focus a little bit more on your finances, or solid ground underneath your feet, like a feeling of safety. It could be emotional, it could be material, right? A lot of you, maybe that's where the challenge lies. You don't feel like there is enough here. Therefore, your body acts in kind of this fight or flight mode, or you always tense, you're always kind of suppressing your stress, or suppressing your anxieties because you keep looking forward. Okay, what's next? What I can do about this? But your cards are actually asking you to acknowledge how your body is feeling right here, right now. And then you can make changes. This situation requires you to make a decision. And for a lot of you, again, the creativity is coming in here, the inner child. You really, and feels like I'm tired here, even in this reading. If you need to focus a little bit more and do more of the things that make your heart sing. Maybe you have abandoned that. Maybe you are prioritizing something else, someone else, the situation itself. And you're pouring so much energy into it that you are not actually fulfilling your own heart. And in pile number 1, it's really important to have a good structure that allows you, a good plan, a good schedule that allows you to accomplish those creative ideas or creative goals that you have. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a project. It could be you wanting to glow up or dress, buy new clothes and smell good and look good and take care of yourself and make sure when you leave a house you feel good in whatever you're wearing. So again, attention to self, but it is creative, right? We match the colors, we make sure our hair is done nicely. It's all creative. And again, as I said, it doesn't have to be an actual project, but your cards keep hinting here that you need to let this inner child roam free. And something or someone may be repressing it, maybe you yourself. Your launch, I'm hearing. A launch meaning a new start of a season, a better start for you. Starting fresh, it is on the horizon for sure. But it is highly tied to either your strategy, what kind of strategy you have. Is it good enough? Is it solid? Or is it flimsy, right? You gotta start this next chapter firmly standing on both of your feet, knowing who you are and knowing what choice you're gonna make, because the choice has arrived. For a lot of you, you're noticing that I gotta make a choice about this. I have to make a decision. What do I want to do moving forward? And if it hasn't come in just yet, it will be. It will be. And that's going to be your main focus point. What do I do in this situation? Don't repress your inner child. A lot of you are feeling very tired because you're doing all the things that you think you're supposed to be doing, but it doesn't involve fun. Someone is really lacking fun or just good laughter. So maybe you want to call a friend or someone who always makes you laugh, and you bounce off of one another and have a really good day, but make sure that it doesn't happen once in blue moon. You do have it planned throughout your weeks. Okay? What to avoid doing? And straight away I heard, you don't owe anyone anything. You may want to do it out of your pure heart, but I'm talking to those who constantly think that they owe someone something. Oh, they gave me a gift and now I have to buy a more expensive gift. I can't buy a cheaper gift. Or something that I would make handmade, they would think that I'm cheap, or that wouldn't be fair, that wouldn't be nice. And someone is constantly thinking about the other person or the other people, what they're gonna think, or I have to always appear better. That is your enemy. Okay, fairness is the good thing, but make sure that you are not giving way too much, because someone tends to overgive over and over and over again, and then they are left barefoot at the end of the day and they go, I'm depleted and I'm also not very grateful about this. I wish this other person did this and did that, because you have very high expectations. Because you do want to give a lot, but not everyone's understanding about it is the same, okay? I hope this made sense. Again, very specific, not for all of you. If you're dealing with an individual who you are constantly supporting financially, emotionally, and there is very little return, it's time to make a decision. That's why you're feeling this way. You're feeling tired, you're feeling like you have to put walls up, you're feeling maybe at times even very protective of yourself in this situation because you feel some sort of danger, or you don't feel that you can trust the situation. Please listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. But better days are on the horizon. It does come with a decision. Okay? So it's going to be up to you how things will go from there on. I really feel like a lot of you are going to be stepping into this Emperor mode, which is all about better structure, better routine. I'm a boss of my own life. I know what I'm doing. I have a clear schedule. You're very well structured. And I feel like that's the best way to go for you. And in that schedule, you also want to involve things that actually make you happy, apart from all of those responsibilities that you already got. Okay? I hope this made sense. If you are a bath person like I am, and if you like handmade stuff with natural, pure essential oils, I do have on my website handcrafted soaps that I do make myself. And if you want to check it out, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, group number 2, let's see what we got for you. First, I'm going to dive into your feelings. And I want to do that so you can decide if this reading is for you or not. So I'm going to tap in. How are you feeling? Pile number 2. How are you feeling? If it won't make sense, this is not your reading. I want to be quite specific here today, and I don't want to confuse you. Okay, thank you. Like you want to get out. You want to change maybe environment, and it could be any environment, home, work, a place you are in relationship. It feels like a lot of you are very in your head, but I don't feel like this is bad. I feel like you started to strategize. You may feel that you want to move on or you want to move forward. And you're very big on chasing your dreams or making sure you're accomplishing your goals. I'm not getting any sad, heavy feelings here for pile number 2. I'm getting someone who's motivated to do better, but maybe you're tired, right? But motivation or drive for the future or focus on goals are the main things. So if this is your reading, let's continue. Why are you feeling this way? You may be getting hints even from your environment. You know, you're walking somewhere in the street, you see a sign and you go, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. Why are you feeling this way? What does your soul want? 9 of Wands. What does your soul want? The Tower, 9 of Wands. I'm hearing you got to break free. Remember that song? And 5 of Wands. Oh, I see. Okay, what to avoid doing here? What to avoid doing? We have the Hierophant. We have the 7 of Swords. And we got the Knight of Swords. Okay, look. What to avoid doing, don't jump into something without thinking it through. Meaning, if you are taking a risk, yes, it's okay, take a risk, but make sure that it is not a stupid move, especially if it requires a lot of your finances. Okay? So, first thing first, pile number 2, why are you feeling this way? Because you know you deserve better, or things can get better. And for some of you, there is maybe a sense of loneliness or something that is lacking in your life. Like there is this need that wants to be fulfilled. How can this need be fulfilled? You are lacking challenges, my people. Some of you may feel that you are in this kind of stop mode, brakes are on for a while, not much is happening, things are not moving, or even if they are, you feel like it's not enough for you. And your cards are telling me that you are in need to be in a space where there are more challenges for you, not bad ones, and because through challenges you grow and it makes you going, it keeps you going. If you are in the same space or same situation for a really long time and there is no stimulation, it's very likely that you start feeling numb, apathic. You go, nothing interests me, I don't have energy. You need change, my people, pile number 2 in life. Change of environment, change of direction, whatever that change is. Different people, meeting new people. It's really important on this soul journey of yours. It's really important. And it feels like you're calling it in already. So don't be surprised if what you once knew, it may no longer be there. But again, not in a bad way. You are craving for newness, but in order for that newness to come in, something that was old has to die off, or has to become not your main priority anymore so that you can prioritize something new. And I really feel like this is coming for you. Maybe you can smell the change. You feel it intuitively. You feel it. You feel that there will be a time for you when you'll be quite busy, but enjoyable busy. I'm literally seeing a big contrast from someone who felt lethargic, someone who was just doing the same thing over and over and over again, to someone who constantly has a lot of new things coming in. Someone who has to be in one place 1 hour, another place somewhere else, but it drives them, it makes them happy. If that's what doesn't make you happy, this is not your reading. This is for my people who feel alive when they are needed, who feel alive when they're exploring. And it is coming in. But one thing that you need to pay attention to right now, this newness cannot come in if you're feeling energetically depleted. So what do you need to do to charge yourself up? Some of you, maybe you want to look at your routine, have a better routine so you have steady amount of energy throughout the day. Others of you, maybe you want to drop a bad habit. Maybe you want to replace it with a healthier habit, right? Main focus is the body before this newness comes in, so you have enough fuel to go and get all of those things taken care of that you will like doing. But if it came in now and you would be excited about it and you didn't have enough energy, your body will slow you down and will stop you to get some rest. So let's take some rest before this happens, so that we can move through this gracefully and we can enjoy every bit of it. That's what your cards are saying. What to avoid doing? Avoid being, it's gonna sound bad, but avoid trying to fit in. And I'm not saying, avoid not being like everyone else just for attention. No. You have a lot of uniqueness to you, and a lot of times you see the world probably a bit differently, or the way you work, the way you complete your tasks, maybe your technique is a bit different. Your cards are saying you don't have to go a traditional route. You don't. Another thing to avoid any lack of transparency. If something will feel off, if you will not understand a contract, what's written there, ask a professional to help you to translate it for you. What does it mean to you if you sign it? Avoid person or people who do feel off to you from a get-go. You don't know why, maybe, there are no facts, but you just feel kind of, it's cool to be around them. Okay? And the last thing, as I mentioned before, avoid jumping into something head in before doing at least a little bit of analysis. Because that's going to be your enemy. Yes, you get excited very quickly, but make sure that that excitement doesn't, how should I word this for you? Make sure that excitement doesn't blind you to reality. Does that make sense? Make sure you're seeing everything clearly and you are well rooted, well grounded whilst going through these challenges and going through this, I want to say miracles, because a lot of things will happen that's going to feel very weird, like, oh my God, that happened. Can you believe it? You're going to want to call a friend, a family member, and share about that situation with them. But you're basically being prepared for an enjoyable busy time, not depleting busy time, but enjoyable, where you feel like you're on top of the world. This would be someone, for example, who is a traveler soul, right? And they're living a life that is very mundane and boring, and their soul is literally dying, right? You're just like, oh my God, it feels like my spark is so small. And then suddenly opportunities open up for them where, for example, they get a job that requires them to travel. But of course, they did something in order to get it, right? It's not that it's just handed to them. And they go, I am literally on top of the world. I'm traveling and I'm getting paid for it. I love seeing new people, tasting new food, seeing new places. I'm living my best life right now. So that is your vibe, pile number 2. And by the way, before I let you go, if you are also a little bit obsessed with essential oils and ritual baths, check out my website. I do make these myself with pure essential oils. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. Before we start, I'm going to check in and I want to see how you're actually feeling, so you can determine if this reading is yours or not. And if it won't make sense, if I'll say that you're feeling sad but you're feeling very joyful, this is just not for you, and that's okay. How's pile number 3 feeling, please? How's pile number 3 feeling? How's pile number 3 feeling? Oh wow, strong. Whew, I want to take a breath, a deep breath. How are you feeling? You want to be let out of this mental prison. You want to cut the chains, metaphorically speaking. You want to leave. You want to be free. So whatever you're dealing with, it may seem like you literally are tied in really thick rope, or you may feel like you are literally in a prison cell. That's the feeling behind this. Or you feel that you must make a decision pretty quickly, otherwise you'll go insane. Like, that's what you would tell me, like, I gotta make a decision, but maybe I don't know how to approach it, otherwise I'm gonna go insane. Like, this is weighing me down. And that's your main feeling that I'm picking up here, pile number 3. For some of you, a bit more intense. For others of you, not so dramatic. But that's the feeling that I got here. Whew. I need to have a sip of water. Wait 1 second. Why are you feeling this way? Ooh, cards on the floor all over the place. 1 second. There is some sort of an interruption here. Direct or indirect interruption. What's the other word I could use here? Interference. Why are you feeling this way? Temperance, 7 of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Hermit. What is the best advice for you here? Let me adjust it slightly. What is the best advice for you here? Yeah, acknowledge the cockroach on your back. Acknowledge what it is. 2 of Cups. Lovers. What to avoid? King of Wands. 3 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. This does give me a feeling of two people. I really think we are talking about people who are going through difficulties in their relationship. Particularly, I'm picking up marriage because I do see a child here in the picture. A child can also represent a pet that you two raised, you two have, or a project, right? Say you were in a relationship, you worked on the project, built up business, and now should hit the fan and you go, okay, what do we do about the baby, right? Now, it doesn't have to be about marriage and about this baby of yours. This could be a situation where a person finally sees what they wanted to close their eyes to. Something that I didn't want to look at, I didn't want to acknowledge, I wanted to avoid seeing it for what it is being highlighted to you now. And the more time passes, the more clear it becomes. Why are you feeling this way? You're feeling this way because I feel like your energy is all over the place. You may feel that your energy reserves are low. Something for some of you may be a little bit off in your sacral chakra. That's where I feel like I'm being drained out of energy from my sacral. That is my creativity energy. That is my life energy. So maybe something happened that affected that part of your body. And maybe you didn't really notice the actual effects of it, but you're noticing it now after the time has passed. You go, oh my God, like this is strange. Pile number 3, there are a couple of stories here. One story is very emotional. Other story, it is physical though. Some of you may be kind of saying, oh, I'm going to do it later, or I don't want to go there, I don't want to book myself in. You really have to take care of your body at this time. Your body may be giving you signals, but you keep ignoring it. Why are you feeling this way? Because your body is shouting to you, I need something, or you need to pay attention to me. So do you have all of your regular checkups done, right? Routine checkups. Your blood tests, gynecologist for women, all of that jazz. Make sure you have those done. It's not that I am predicting an illness here for anyone. If that's your story, you will know about this. You'll go, yeah, I know, I tend to avoid doctors, I don't like to go there, or I'm very lazy to book myself in, or the queue is really long. Focus on your body is giving you signals. Same for my people who are experiencing this emotionally. It hasn't become physical just yet, right? Because when we are, let's say, in a very difficult situation for a really long time, emotions turn into physical pains of some sort, or anxieties, panic attacks, yada yada. For my people, and you see that little fly there, and it went right to the devil card. I do see annoying flies when they go around like this. And in pile number 3, these are like I think fruit flies. I keep trying to get rid of them. Banana works the best, by the way. That's what I figured out. But somehow they still one after another here and there, they still pop up. But in your reading, there were 2. One probably didn't see over here. It was a tiny one. This one was bigger and went all the way to the devil card. Some of you really gotta focus on cleansing your space, and I'm talking spiritually, because something is affecting you here. You may not see it with your eyes, right? But you feel it in your soul. Something is draining my energy. What is the best way to cleanse your space or get rid of any attachments? Is to stop doing something that is hurtful or harmful to you. A lot of times attachments really like certain people because they want to live through them. And those are lost souls. And lost souls are drawn to the darkness. And darkness example is, I want to live through you because I don't have a body anymore. I want to experience it through your body. So that would be alcoholism, that would be gambling, that would be addiction to sex. That would be addiction to anything really that you tend to do that is way over the top and you know it's not good for you. So the best thing to do if you want to really pull it out with roots is to stop doing the thing. Attachment gets bored because it can't experience it through you anymore. And it detaches and leaves your space. Yes, there are various cleansings that you can do, but a lot of times I notice people, do all of those cleansings and, different spiritual techniques. But if you keep on doing what this attachment likes, what is the point of it all, right? Let's pull it with roots. Now, this is not for all of you. This is literally maybe for one person, but since it's pretty intense here, look at the Ten of Wands in mine, in this deck, right? There's some sort of a cockroach that can be, metaphorically speaking, it represents something in your life that you really have to acknowledge. For this person, it's already affecting their back. They can't walk straight. So this is something that's been there for a long time, or a habit that's been there for a long time, or a situation in which you are in that is over time depleting you that you have to acknowledge. Let's not run away from this. Let's run toward it and figure out what needs to be done. Yes, for some of you, this could be a relationship. Okay, well, I've asked what needs your focus, a relationship. Now, this could be a relationship with yourself, right? Again, habits. Or this could be a relationship with someone else. What needs to be worked on here? What needs to be fixed? What to watch out for? Interestingly enough, we have a person here with the King of Wands. So maybe this is literally someone that you're dealing with. This individual may be very charming. They may have swept you off your feet, and then suddenly you notice that everything changed from white to black. And you go, this is not normal. I wasn't treated this way at the beginning of a relationship. This feels like manipulation to me, or it feels like this person is using me. Run. Okay, in that case, you know what you gotta do. Make a decision. Go ahead and close the door behind you. And this individual may be affecting you mentally, emotionally, physically, all of it together, right? It could be just a situation that you are in. Okay? Now let me see what else. Why are you feeling this way? Healthy detachment is needed here. Healthy detachment. Now it feels like something is holding you like this, but you're supposed to roam free. You're supposed to be free, spiritually free, mentally free, physically free. This also could be a situation for some of you. Maybe you don't have enough resources because you relied on another individual, but everything is going downhill, and now you're like, okay, if I leave, I won't have any resources. There's always help. Make those phone calls. Friends, family members, whoever. You can get out of the situation if that's your scenario. So there were very different kind of stories here for pile number 3 and that I touched on, but pile number 3 is the heaviest out of them all. It feels like this is very intense, it's weighing me down, and I really want some freedom and peace of mind. Create more of it in your life. What is disturbing that peace? What is it? Acknowledge it. But you're gonna have to look it in the eyes, okay? Because some of you are avoiding that eye contact. You're gonna have to look straight at it instead of looking away. I hope this was helpful. Now, if you are as obsessed with ritual baths and showers and essential oils like I am, I do handcraft in, oh my god, I can't speak anymore after pile number 1. After pile number 3, I do make handcrafted ritual soaps, and all of them are made with pure essential oils. If you want to check it out, not only good for your body, but good for your energy field too. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.